Right, hello everyone and welcome back to Simsig. So if you are wondering if I am putting off doing flight sim videos, I have to tell you that you might actually be right. So I'm having some problems installing the software for it. It's a pain in the ass. So we're doing some Simsig and we'll be doing other simulator content for the next couple of weeks until I can get it up and running, and then we'll go back to flight sim as well as all of this content. So we're back in Simsig. We started a new game, but I've effectively gone back to where I was at the start of Ep.5 because what we're looking at just now is St. Germain's level crossing, which got stuck. So, yeah. So anyway, we'll clear the signal there. So before I go on to answering calls and such, actually what I'm going to do quickly, let's go to options. That's probably in general. Okay. So there was a few discussions that went on the YouTube comments afterwards, basically saying that if you take ARS off, then you can get the pop-up window that I was talking about before. The only problem with that is this is a route that's supposed to have 6 or 7 people watching over all of it, and I'm trying to watch all of it, so I'm trying to do the job of 7 people. I did try to do this recording with the ARS off. It was impossible. It was me just constantly answering phone calls. So I gave up on it and started again, and here we are. So we know several things. 5E01 requires a manual route to be set, so we'll get that in a minute. So Kingsmill, flock of sheep waiting to cross. And there's a track circuit failure at New Bridge. Right, okay. So I don't know where Kingsmill is, so I'm actually just going to leave that here. You can come on, that's fine. So we're looking for Kingsmill level crossing. Let's try and find it. So Markdale, Murian, Knowles. That's St. Germain's, Murian. Level crossing. Kingsmill, here we go. There are no trains in the vicinity of Kingsmill, so we will give the farmer permission to move his sheep. Now another thing, if we go to options, we should be allowed 3 failures. That's the rules I've kind of been going with, so we'll just get that sorted. And we've got a track circuit failure in Newbridge somewhere. So Newbridge will be around here, and this is the track circuit failure. Ooh, which is going to be an interesting issue because the Bathgate yards are now inaccessible. Ooh, how curious. Okay, so everybody is currently moving at the moment, which is dandy and fine. Got trains chillaxing around. 5E01 is ready to go, so you're going to Edinburgh Waverley platform 11, so let's fire you onto the main line, and then you should be able to sort yourself after that. Green light given, so he's going to move off, and then this magic is going to happen. Great! Okay, so it is 10 to 5 in the morning, so we've not even hit rush hour yet, and yet we've got all this traffic that's moving around on the rails. And yeah, everything's fine. So, for example, this is about as far as I got in the last recording, and we're what, just coming up on 4 minutes in? By the time I got... Oh, are you... Yes, you're raising. But by the time I got 5E01 sorted, it was actually 12 minutes into the other recording, so, like, thank your lucky stars that it's not just me just going, another phone call! TRTS for 1Y11, so you are buggering off, which is ideal. Where are you actually going? So, oh yes, another change that you will have noticed. What I've done is, rather than having the message bar on the top, because I was complaining it can be quite hard to see the timetable, I've actually moved the message bar to the side and shortened the actual Simsig thing. So we actually get a better, much clearer, thankfully, look at the messages that come up, which is... well, it's going to make things a lot more enjoyable. So anyway, 1Y11 is heading into Haymarket, but it's not going to Haymarket TMD. Princess Street Gardens, okay, well, it's going where it's going, fair enough. Alrighty, I'm gonna close that because you shouldn't really be seeing my emails. This is a somewhat unanticipated thing. I think it's just spam from various places. Okay, you now have a red light. Why? Where are you going? You're going to Dunbar Rail Terminal, so let's fire you off into Dunbar Rail Terminal. You get a white light now. Good, okay, so that should be you sorted. St. Germain's is lowering. We'll get a message in a second when the barriers are down. Oh, yeah, we'll get a message, we'll come back to it. So there we go. Right, okay, so we'll give them the clear signal, so they've got the green light, so they can go steaming ahead. 501 is making haste, which is ideal. So 5 is empty coaching stocks, so that's all fine. Couple of delays running on the network, but it's only a couple of minutes, so that's fine. As I discussed last time, by British rail standards, that's a fucking miracle. So, why are you? Oh, okay. Are you heading over to Newbridge? Where are you going? You're trying to go to Haymarket West, and then Newbridge Junction. But where are you going after that? Do you have a right click? Query ARS timetable. So this is a full. No, that's not a full timetable. No, that is a full timetable, but not actually anything beyond what we're looking for. Pop up ARS. This is what we wanted. Okay, so Haymarket Central, Newbridge Junction, and then Winchborough Junction, and then on to Linlithgow and Polmont. So that's this one. So this person is going to run into difficulties with the track as it was. Now, I don't actually know how this would be handled as a railway engineer. What would we do? What would we do? What would we do? So the problem with the track circuit failure is that the points. Now, the track circuit failed when the point was level. So, it should be safe to cross, but in real life, I don't actually know if you would probably just stop it because you won't be able to get like signals from the junction. Unless in real life there is, of course, a different kind of alarm system for the points, which there is in this as well, actually. So I guess that's fine. I guess, I don't know. 501 is progressing nicely. Everybody is moving. You've got green lights. However, I think you're possibly at risk of causing me some headache by taking too friggity long, because commuters don't like to be caught up. So basically what I was thinking was how could I route this train so that it could get past this, and I don't know how well it would like it if I tried it. The idea would be to go from here to this signal, so go onto the, basically if you follow the cursor, go from here down onto the up line, even though it's heading down, and then continue to here, continue to here, and then rejoin the correct tunnel, the correct stream after the Winchborough Junction. Oh, some angry person is calling me. Kingsno. Level crossing is now clear again. Thank you so much for your phone call. So this kind of thing, I can't remember if we talked about this before. This is what happens with level crossings when they don't have gates, they don't have barriers, and people can kind of come and go as they need to, and sometimes there's no CCTV, so if there's any abnormal loads, such as a big flock of sheep, or if it's a road one, it'll have, you know, it could be long trucks, that kind of thing. It's a way for the driver to be able to tell, well, tell the person that, yeah, there's stuff on the tracks. 6S30 past Grant House 3 minutes late. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. So St. Germain's barriers are up. Good. What I want to do is... No, okay, I can't. I need to wait for it to come to a stop. So this is just going to be a delay that's going to be added in, caused by the failure. So... Actually, that's something else I could have done. I didn't quite realise this. I also could have routed the thing up by Dalmany and then back down Winchborough and fired it on. That would have been a good option. I could have done. Yeah, okay. So 2 minutes late for 6H51. Let's see what else is going on in Edinburgh here today. Looks like everyone else is fairly chillax, except for you. You seem to have a problem. You're going to Leith Dock. No, wait, what? You're coming into Leith Docks, are you? At 46. Like you're way early. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, if you're going to Leith Docks, you can bugger off into the docks. So let's go to F2. Let's check the trains. So 6001 is stopped at a red signal, which is not what we want. So it's stopped at Portobello, which will be down around... where's Portobello? Portobello, here we go. Right, okay, so you... Wait, which train was that? I've forgotten now. Stopped at red signal, so it's 6001. Let's pop up ARS. Wait, you're going into Leith Docks, so what does it matter? But there's no red signal. Ah, there we go. He's moving. He's moving. He's a moving. He's a moving. Perfect. Okay. So I think everything's hunky dory. Have you stopped yet? Wait, why are you red? You should be green. Ah, there you go. He's green now. Right, that's fine. So you should be beginning to slow yourself. So let's just keep an eye on 111. So the express train to Fort William. They've now seen that the lights ahead are coming to a stop, and so they are going to slowly brake. That's a beast of a train. 1/4 of a kilometre. Edinburgh to King's Cross. Class 91 with Mark IV coaching stock. Nice. The pinnacle of luxury. Well, used to be anyway. So what else have we got? 6S92, so we're still running with a 2-minute delay on the network. 1Y11 is now onto the circuit breaker. We're just waiting for it to come to... In fact, actually, I might be able to... Signal lamp at Portobello. Okay, brilliant. Right, okay. Signalling options. Not stopped at... Right, so I need to wait for him to come to a complete halt before he's allowed to answer the phone. Fair enough. Right, let's try and identify which one down at Portobello, which signal has failed. Because I can't intrinsically see it at the moment. Where the fuck are you going now? Leith Docks. You've got to run into the docks and you're sitting there parked, you bellend. Right, anyway, okay. I'm just trying to identify which signal has failed. However, I don't see it. I see a failure at Craigentinny, but Craigentinny Junction is not Portobello Junction, so I don't know if that's the same. Maybe it just means the Portobello area? We'll find out soon enough, but I've never seen a train come in or out of there, so fuck it, that's fine. If that's where the signal failure is, I am all giddy good for that. Right, have you stopped yet? Ooh, yes, you have. Okay, so let's... Oh, he's phoned. Oh no, that's a different thing. Alright, so we'll still have to place a call to you. So signalling option. Examine the line and pass a signal at danger. 1Y11, permission given. 5R01 requires a manual route to be set. That's fine, but then they can fuck off for now. An adverse change of signal. Okay, let's just check that. 6S62. Let's leave the depot on the phone. 6S62. Oh right, I do have it. I just haven't scanned out. So they're on the telephone at Portobello Junction. So let's find out where it is. 6S62. But what? Ah! Found it. It's still not Portobello. It's not. It's right. Okay. So there's a pip here that we can now see. So this is where the signal light failure is. So we now need to wait for it to advance to this signal before we can give it permission to go. That's fine and dandy. Depot control, permission granted for you to come onto the line. And I should probably have checked which depot it actually was. Because it could be Craigentinny Depot, it could be Haymarket. 5R01 is Haymarket, that's fine. So you are going to platform 15 of Edinburgh Waverley you're going via Haymarket 1, which is this one. So Hibblejaybob, and let's get them going. Okay, so as we said, we now need to wait for you to advance. BRS. Yeah. Oh, 4 minutes early. Okay, so 1Y11 has now made it through the broken track circuit breaker, which is fine. And we will now manually set the route to Linlithgow, and that should be okay. Perfect. Now we just need the other train to advance, so let's just check its status. 62. Okay, it's now picking up speed. It's going to have to come to a stop again, and then we're going to have to give it permission to pass the signal. So somebody else has come in at Miller Hill. Here we go. Oh, no. Where? Where? Miller Hill, Nidra, here we are. Okay, so you're going to Craig Lockhart. So you're basically got a green route. You're just taking the suburban route, which is fine and dandy. So we're now just waiting for 62 to come to a stop again, but he's probably not going to do that. So we've got 2 failures on the go at the moment, and thankfully, neither one is going to be a massive issue. 5R01 is sorted. Ooh, where are you going? Haymarket Central. Fair enough. 1Y11. No obstruction was found. Perfect. Depot control. Haymarket TMD5 J19 ready for Linlithgow. Golden, so, no, fuck, you're going to Newbridge. At the moment, we can't give it permission to move because the line that it needs to be on is currently occupied. Actually, okay, do you have any stops to make? No, you're just empty, aren't you? So Haymarket West and then Newbridge Junction, and then it needs to get to Winchborough. So yeah, you need to get to Winchborough Junction, which is here. Now, because of the track circuit failure, we've got an issue with this. So 1Y11. So it's now got its designation, and we'll cancel that designation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you. So make train non-ARS. So we've now basically said that we are going to manually set the route of this train. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up here. So we're going to take it as far as Fife. And then I'm going to backtrack it down Winchborough down. Okay, cool, right, excellent. So this is kind of the first time I've really, I think that I've had an opportunity to really make use of a diversion following an incident, a failure in the area. So yeah, this is probably, we're showing something new. Everyone else is moving quite well except for you, so let's give you a quick phone call. So 62 signaling option. So we're gonna phone him. 6S62 authorized to pass signal at danger. So that should at least get him on the way. All the engineers fix that. So I'm hoping this guy won't be made too late by this. So actually, this is quite good, because had we elected to keep him on the route that he was going, so up Haymarket West, and then to Newbridge, and then on to Winchborough, we would have had to wait for this train, which has still not arrived at Haymarket Central Junction. And then we would have had to set it up, wait for it to come to a stop at the track circuit failure, and then authorise it to pass again. So this is actually proving quite a handy little diversion for this particular gentleman here. So yeah, cool. Right. I think everyone else is golden, to be honest. I still don't know where you're going. You're going to Haymarket Central and then Haymarket 3. Yeah, okay, right, that's fine. That is fine. Pop-up ARA. Oh, Jesus, you've got quite some destination to go to. You're going to Cooper? Edinburgh Waverley 90. Oh, okay, so, right, you're going to Edinburgh Waverley, presumably to pick up people. Cool. Alright, cool. What I want to do is actually edit your ARS. So let's go. Oh, I can't edit it like this, I don't think. Fine. Okay. Cool. I kind of feel like a teacher. I'm trying to point things at this. Next thing you know, I'll be having a laser pen, and then I'll remember that you can't actually see what I'm pointing at the screen. You can see the screen, and you can see me, and you can see me pointing at the screen, but you can't see what I'm pointing. I need to point with the damn cursor. You would think I would be smart enough to know that after so much time on YouTube, but that's where you're wrong. Okay, so 6S62. What you doing, boy? 6S62. Waiting at unlit signal. So let's now do this. So 6S62 authorize. Authority given. Docs manager. Which docs? Lead docs. Yeah, let's give her permission. Route's free. Fine. So 7B99 has been given permission to come on to my property, which is fine. Everything south is moving well. Everything central is moving well. And everything north is moving well. Cool. Everyone's finished dividing. Current delay on the network is 2 minutes, which is fine, so we're just going to keep an eye on him. So eventually he's going to come to a stop at Winchborough Down. Okay. Down many junctions. So it's an unexpected visitor, but then the route's free, so we may as well as keep him moving at the moment. It's a longer route, and it is probably going to keep him delayed, but it would be more of a delay getting him stopped, in my opinion. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. Progress, so everyone... We're getting there. We're getting there. And it's only 5:10 in the morning. We've not even hit rush hour. Oh, God. Now, you've suddenly gone red. Why? 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 Okay, there we go. I have to give it permission to go to the airport tripwire. So I'm sure I've talked about this in other videos before. But Edinburgh Airport has a tripwire on it. So that basically because the runway ends, and then there's about something like 200, 300 meters, and then there's the railway. So if a plane is going too low, it would have to be going like extremely dangerously low to hit a train, but it is a possibility. So it's actually got a tripwire protecting it to let the controllers know instantly that a plane has gone too low. So if the airport tripwire trips and a train is on that route, you basically kind of notify disaster relief immediately, because you've probably got a situation where a Boeing 737 has hit a fully loaded train, which would not be ideal. So I don't know if there has ever been a single incident of the airport tripwire being activated, but it's there as a safety measure anyway. And also as a safety measure, St. Germain, clear, green light. 5L41 requires a manual route, which probably implies that you're at Craig and Tinney, which you are. You're going to Edinburgh Waverley platform 10. Now you're not going to get a green light, are you? No, okay. SL, right, what the fuck, right, depot manager, yeah, okay, fine. F2, oh, go away. Right, okay, 5L41. That's 3. We've got 3 out of 3 fails. Okay, 5L41 is at Craig and Tinney. I actually need you to be stopped, and you're not stopped, so that's an issue. 4, 2, 0. Stopped at red signal. Signaling options. Examine line, pass signal at danger. 5L41. Giggity giggity go. Right, okay. Priority given, blah blah blah. 6S62 informing you. Good stuff. No obstruction found. That's fine and dandy. Where are you going? You're going to Preston Pans via Monkton Hall. Oh, Monkton Hall. Monkton Hall. Okay, well, that's an easy little route, I think. So, fair enough. Right, 5A41. Where you going? Monkton Hall, Preston Pans. No, Edinburgh Waverley 19. Ah. So you can't get there because there's a train coming into 19, which is you. But are you going to 19 or are you going to 1? No, okay, you're going to 19. So can I do this? No, apparently I can't. Okay, he's gonna need to hold there. We've got another train. So 5G24 requires a manual route, and it's not at Craig and Tinney. So where the fuck is it? 5G Hilton from Perth. So let's go to the Hilton yards, which are to Kirkcaldy, isn't it? Kirkcaldy's here, but it's not coming from here. Oh god. Right, okay. We need Perth. I'm not actually sure where Perth is in this. Perth. Birthday. Aha! There we go. 5G. No, but you're there, which is ideal. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take you onto this. Oh, no, okay. How do I get you there? There we are. Perfect. So you should be golden. We still need to find Perth. Right, let's put my geography to use because I'm a retard. It's as a user quite has said before. Here we go, Hilton approach. It can be quite hard to try and translate things in your noggin to how they are on the map, because you've got effectively in this you've got everything from southeast all the way to southeast to Edinburgh to Linlithgow in the west to Cupar in the north, and then kind of Perth and just everywhere else up to the kind of central north, I guess. So you've got, like, trying to translate it into one horizontal bar is quite difficult to get your head around. Okay, 5A41. Craig and Tinney, that's fine, we'll give you permission. 5A41 we need to find. Princess Street, oh yeah, well, yeah, we knew that. Right, fine. Right, actually, yes, okay, well, you've ARS'd yourself, so that's golden. Hey, there we go, just like that, I've got buggery all to deal with. Where are you going today? You're going to Edinburgh Waverley Platform 20, so let's give you the giggity green light. You're on the move, everybody's on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move. 5J59, what are you doing? You're stopped. There. So we're now going to tell you signalling option reverse direction. So instead of now trying to head across the Forth Road Bridge, we've now given him permission to go southbound. So he's going to pass by the Dalmany Yards and then down the Winchborough connection. 5B01 requires a manual route to be set, and some bastard is calling me. Oh god. Haymarket TMD 5B01, okay. 5L41, no obstruction was found. That's delightful. Oh no, oh, there's an okay, if I wasn't in such a hurry, I could have actually just bypassed the step that I'm doing now, but I'm a retard, so perfect. Signalling options authorized, but he stopped at a red signal. No, wait, what? 5L41, I've got the wrong trail. Oh, wait, what? 5L41. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Right, there we go. Signalling options. 5L41. Boom. Perfect. So he's now got permission. There's an angry thing. Hilton Junction. Okay. Hilton Junction is clear to enter, so let's head over to Hilton. So you're going to Thornton North, which is somewhere. E to E to E to Thornton North. Fine. Cool. Do 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 do. Awesome sauce. Right. Okay. And so now that 5J59 has realised it is on the track it needs to be on, it has now made itself fully ARS, which is why it's gone back to blue and not pink. And of course we've now got another track circuit failure in the Linlithgow area, which is a pain in the arse. But at least he's going to have to deal with one track circuit failure and not two. So yeah, that's been quite a successful little diversion. And I think as the last thing we'll do, we'll just answer this. 5E02, you're waiting at a red light, which is going to be this. So answer. examine the line. So 5EO2. So he's going to get a green light to go through. So actually, I think this is the first time in quite a long time that we will actually be able to continue an episode of Simsig and not start a new game, which is brilliant. Another phone call. You can fuck off. Well, we'll leave something for us to do next time. So yeah, this has been quite successful, despite the amount of failures. We've got the full amount of failures. Yeah, this has been quite successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode of Simsig. I'll see you next time. Bye.